Good evening, Person High School family and friends. We are gathered here today to celebrate a select group of students who have not only met the demands of high school during a global pandemic, but exceeded them. It may not have always been easy, as I know there have been unforeseeable obstacles along the way, but each of these honorees tonight have forged their way and earned an honor of being recognized as a scholar. To each of them, I would like to say congratulations, job well done. We look forward to seeing all the great things you will accomplish in the future. Tonight, we are celebrating a special group of educators who have been identified by our scholars as individuals who had a significant impact on their lives. They have provided encouragement to our scholars at some point during their educational journey, and at times, they have played key roles in inspiring them towards their success. To these educators, I would like to say thank you. You have made a difference in the life of a child, and you are truly appreciated. Welcome to the 38th Annual Academic Recognition Program. Brianna Lunsford, one of tonight's honored scholars, will now introduce our speaker for the evening.
Hi, my name is Brianna Lunsford, and I have the pleasure of introducing my pastor of New Mount Zion Baptist Church, Dr. Latanya McIver Penny. Dr. Penny is a native of Leesburg, North Carolina, and is the daughter of Tony and Phyllis McIver. After graduating from Person High School, she continued her education at North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, where she earned her Bachelor's of Arts degree in Communications. Dr. Penny earned her Master's of Degree in Teaching from East Carolina University and her Master's of Divinity degree from Wake Forest University. In 2019, she successfully defended her dissertation, earning her doctorate in ministry from Campbell University. Dr. Penny was voted as pastor-elect in November 2014 for New Mount Zion Baptist Church in Roxborough, North Carolina, and she successfully accepted the position. She began her journey as senior pastor on December 4th, 2014. Dr. Penny took leadership of Family Abuse Services of Alamance County Incorporated in August 2017. Her desire was to shift the agency to meet the holistic needs of those impacted by intimate partner violence by including education, emergency shelter, counseling, and access to permanent housing. She believes in doing the hard work and taking on the difficult conversations to ableism, racism, ageism, and other conversations that pertain to marginalized identities. Dr. Penny believes in shattering glass ceilings and ripping down barriers to create spaces of inclusion and belonging. She is a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority and served as the chaplain for 5 years for the Roxborough alumni chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Dr. Penny believes that all children are in the imago Dei, the image of God, and should be treated with love, honor, and respect. She is actively involved in many organizations pertaining to children with disabilities and the fair treatment of children. In 2013, Dr. Penny launched her nonprofit, Mary's Grace Incorporated, named after her maternal grandmother, Mary Stanfield, which creates programs and ministries of inclusion for persons with disabilities and their families in churches and communities. She travels the country equipping churches with skills to include those with disabilities. Dr. Penny is married to Minister Charles Penny II, who actively serves in ministry with her, and they are the proud parents of the miracle twins, Taylor and Hunter. Again, I have the pleasure of introducing my pastor of New Mount Zion Baptist Church, Latanya McIver Penny. Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you, Brianna, for such a wonderful introduction. I want to say thank you to Dr. Hill, the principal of this great school, and to Dr. Peterson, the superintendent, who has made so many changes in this community. It is an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be your speaker for this evening. I want to say that, guess what? I once walked these same halls that you walked. I once ate in the same cafeteria that you used to eat in, and I once sat through the same banquet. Yet your journey has been like no other journey here at Person. You are the first class to survive an entire school year during a pandemic. And for that, I need to pause and salute you. So think about it for a moment. You are at an awards banquet for your academic excellence, and you were not in the classroom for an entire semester. And some of you haven't been in the classroom all year long. Yet you have done what many could not imagine doing. You have stepped up to the challenges of not only your senior year, but the challenges of this world. And you looked those challenges in the face and said, "You will not defeat me." I can imagine you pushed through even some tears of frustration and nights of anguish over assignments, yet you did not let it overtake you. You should pause and give yourself a quick pat on the back. I know it's cheesy, but you need a pat on the back because you made it. Yet this journey is far from over. It is just your beginning. And as you embark upon these final weeks of your senior year, take time to breathe, relax those shoulders, and soak it all in, and remind yourselves that you made it. You didn't just survive, you chose to thrive. Let's be clear, this was no easy task, yet you did it. See, I'm trying to pretend that you're here with me. So yes, you did it. But I don't want you to stop here. I don't want you to rest in your success. I want you to want more for yourself. See, I rushed through high school and graduated in the 11th grade so I could go to college and get as far away from Roxborough as I possibly could. Yet I returned to the same community and now serve as a local pastor. Why? I chose to give back to the community that gave so much to me. Now, before you say you will never come back, be careful. Remember, I said the same thing. Yet, if we don't come back and return to at least visit or to live, how can we share our talents and how can we change this community? See, this is the way I see it. We all have a choice. We can either choose to leave the world as it is, or we can choose to change the world. If you choose to leave the world as it is, things, especially here, will never change. But if you choose to change the world, everything can change. You are the next generation of change makers. You are the next generation of those that will shatter glass ceilings and glass boxes that the world tries to place you in. But the key to all of this is to remain true to yourselves. See, let me be really transparent. We have enough Instagram moguls. We have enough TikTok talents that think they are going to run the world. But this world needs you. This world needs you as your authentic selves to show the world just what you were made for. This world needs you as your true selves to show generations to come it's really okay to be yourself. This world needs you to share your talents and your dreams, your gifts and your arts. Because what is in you is exactly what the world needs for it to change. So take a look around society. Take a look around your community. Take a look around the state of this community and even this nation. What do you see? Do you see things that you think could be done better? Do you see how to improve the way we already do things? Tell me, what do you see? See, I see a world that is waiting for you to stand up and be the next change makers. Yeah, I called you. You're a change maker. I see a world that is waiting for you to stand up and say, we will have love and not hate. I see a world, hear me clearly, close your eyes, you can picture this with me. I see a world that is waiting for you to stand up and say, we will accept all and take care of all people. I see a world that is waiting for you to stand up and say, I will become more than my ancestors' dreams. I see a world that is waiting for you to stand up and say, we must take care of this planet because we only get one. I see a world that is waiting for you to stand up and simply be you. Because you are the change maker the world is waiting for. You are the hope dealer that the world is awaiting for. You are the one full of joy and fresh ideas that the world is waiting for. After all you have done what others couldn't even imagine doing. You finished your last year, the entire year, in the midst of a pandemic, and you did not survive. Remember, I told you, you chose to thrive. So take that same energy, that same determination that's down in your belly, that same vigor, and change this world. I challenge you. Yes, you. You need to be the change that will change this world. You can be the spark that will ignite the world to become a better place. How do I know it's in you? Because you grace these hallways that I once graced. How do I know it's in you? Because you pushed through in the midst of a pandemic. How do I know it's in you? Because you're a scholar when so many kids couldn't even finish the school year. You chose to thrive. So I need you to roll those shoulders back. I know it's cheesy. Roll those shoulders back, build that confidence, and know that you are a change maker. Now, I work at an organization that works with people who are experiencing family violence, domestic violence, all kinds of violence. And every single morning, my staff comes in, and whether they're virtual or in the office with me, we have a staff meeting. And we're on the computer, and we deal with all the issues of the day. And every single day, they wait until I speak at the end. I never speak at the beginning, I wait. And every single day I tell them, you have an option. You have an option to be part of the trauma. You have an option to be part of the drama, or you have an option to be a hope dealer. See, we need people who deal hope. We got enough people dealing all kinds of other stuff, but we need people to deal hope. Hope that they can believe in, hope that can change tomorrow, hope that says, I can do all things that I can possibly dream or imagine, hope that says, if I dream it, I can become it. Hope that says, where I started is not my destiny. It may not be where I end because I have the power of hope. So I say to them very cheesily, and I just made that word up, but that's okay. I say to them, be the hope. Be the hope that someone needs today. Be the hope that someone needs for tomorrow. Be the beacon of light in the dimmest and darkest rooms. Be the hope and that smile that someone who's crying may need. Be the hope that when a child shares their most darkest moment, you can give them peace of a brand new day. So I say to you, yes, you and you know you've become my friends. I say to each one of you, be the hope. You can be the hope, the change maker, the hope dealer that this world needs. And when you have all of your success, and if you like me and get a whole lot of degrees, you too can come back and say, I made it through and I've chosen to change the world. So yes, in all my conversations, no matter where I am and whatever platform throughout the country, I always say, I'm looking for some hope dealers. Do you want to join me? Be the hope, and let's change this world. I am so proud of you, and you should be proud of yourselves. I'm so proud that you chose to bring the teacher or whoever you brought with you. Let me tell you about me. When I brought a person, I brought a secretary with me. Why? Because she was my hope every single day in junior high. Now for you, that would have been middle school. I'm telling my age, but that's okay. I brought Miss Ann Clay with me, and she sat with a smile and with tears because I got to tell the world she was the hope that got me through. So I thank every teacher, every person that has come tonight, and you are someone special. See, you, teacher or invited guest, you are the hope dealer. You were the one that gave them hope on their darkest days. You were the one that inspired them to greatness, and I thank you. Now let's encourage them together. Let's encourage them, mom, dad, and guardians. Let's encourage each one in the room to be the hope for tomorrow. Again, I'm looking for some hope dealers. Won't you join me? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for those inspirational words, Dr. Penny. We are very appreciative of you for taking the time to encourage our students. Educate, engage, and empower. These are more than just words written on our walls. These are intentional statements about how we want to reach our students. Educators who are successful in these areas stand out amongst their peers and inspire others to do the same. One such person is Ms. Morgan Meyer, who teaches English and coaches student athletes in track and cross country. She can often be heard encouraging students simply saying, "You got this." Well, tonight I want to say that to her. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Person High School's Teacher of the Year, Ms. Morgan Meyer. She will be recognizing our scholars and the honored guests. So Ms. Meyer, you got this.
I have to start off by thanking my wonderful department members, both past and present, because without you, I would not be giving this speech. I would also like to thank my administration and fellow staff members. All of you work very hard to make Person High School an amazing place to work. And lastly, I would like to thank the students of Person High School. You are all the reason that I love my job and enjoy coming to school every day. The interactions that I have and the relationships that I have made will stay with me long after I leave this job. Knowing that I have made a difference in at least one student's life means the world to me and provides such a sense of achievement that is truly unparalleled. The honor of being nominated for Teacher of the Year fills me with an overwhelming sense of gratitude. I am extremely grateful to be able to call myself an English teacher at Person High School. Now, if you would have asked me this when I was a student myself, I would have laughed in your face and rolled my eyes. I was not the ideal student and never thought I'd be able to work with teenagers like myself. However, now that I am here, I know this is truly where I am meant to be. Some people may call it karma, fate, or destiny, but I just call it home. When I look at my 3 young daughters, I get excited about the possibilities that the Person County school system has to offer them. This is the same excitement that I also feel at the start of each semester, when I am given the opportunity to have a positive impact on the lives of my students. I understand that the journey to graduation is not always an easy one for both the students and the teachers, but I also know how rewarding it is when it's finally achieved. Being able to say that I have been a part of that journey for my students is incredibly humbling and rewarding. Thank you again to every single one of my students and colleagues for helping me to become the 2021 Person High School Teacher of the Year. I am very proud to be here.
Kaylee Afton Adams. Jesus Anaya Flores. Nate Tyreek Bailey. Paul Graham Bailey. Owen Jacob Baltes. Preston Edward Barker. Micaiah Alexandria Bowie. Amaya Sanaa Brown. Robert Elisha Bumpus. Caroline Brandon Cox. Cameron Lee Cunningham. Mackenzie Page Davis. Nicholas Antonio McCain Dixon. Emma Catherine Duncan. Logan Chase Duncan. Carrie Renee Furrow. Blake Addison Gilly. Alejandra Alicia Gomez. Tyler Michael Grinstead. Mario Antonio Hernandez Garbaldi. Kentrell Demario Holloway. Aaliyah Devion Jones. Gabrielle Alicia Jones. Michelle Monet Kearney. Deidre Jerome King. Joshua Thomas Leonard. Ashanti Lorenz Tashe Lyons Best. Tiffany Lynn Matthews. Matthew Lee Medlin. Alexandra Shea Nelson. Jakia Dadu Paler. Cheyenne Elizabeth Reeves. Crystal Reyes. Savannah Rose Schumacher. Alexandra Camille Stone. Saeed Emmanuel Vasquez. Alan Connor Vega. Stephen Jose Victoriano. Dynasty Kanaya Wilson. Nathan Austin Young. Jennifer Amador. Richard Calvin Blackwell III. Jordan Michael Bradshaw. Grayson Caroline Brand. Taja Darlene Brown. Anthony Burgess Jr. Devin Renee Butler. William Preston Carr. Jordan Malik Clayton. Ridge Wyndham Clayton. Nicholas Jamal Cook. Karen Dawn Day. Jesus Aurelio Diaz. Madison Eliza Dunkley. Carson McCoy Evans. Joby Gray Phi. Lauren Anderson Fucci. Ricardo Jesus Gachuzo Oliveira. Kaylisa Garcia Perez. Nia Lexi Garcia. Abigail Taylor Gentry. Ariel Elizabeth Guy. Maggie Grace Holman. Brianna Paris Lunsford. William Edward McMahon. Natalie Shea McMahon. Ashton Egan Medlin. Walker Stephen Mishu. Noah Thomas Paith. Peyton Elizabeth Price. Nadia Isabella Queen. Michelle Romero. Nicholas Cody Scruggs. Cannon Michael Stacy. Luke Carter Throckmorton. Jonathan Wesley Toon. Jonathan Wayne West. The 2021 North Carolina and Person County Scholars would like to recognize the following educators. Each one played a significant role in the student's educational journey. Sergeant First Class Anthony at Person High School is being nominated by Person County Scholar Michelle Kearney, Person County Scholar Savannah Schumacher, and Person County Scholar Deidre King. Michelle says, "I want to thank you for encouraging me to speak up and become less shy. Also for supporting me in my decisions and teaching me life lessons." Deidre says, "I chose Sergeant Anthony because she always made sure I was good and made sure I stayed on top of things." Savannah says, "She has helped made me into the person I am today, a confident, eager, and ambitious young woman. She has changed so many teens' lives at Person for the better. I aspire to change young people's lives just like how she did."
But I'm just so honored that not only one, but three people I inspired. I'm just so happy and overwhelmed. And like I tell y'all, this is not my job, this is who I am. So when I start off with Michelle Kearney, I had you as a freshman, and I'm glad that you turned into an intelligent, beautiful young lady, and you're gonna do great things in the Navy. Just remember everything I've taught you, and you will do well. And for Deidre King, and I call him DJ, I had you as a freshman. I didn't even have you in JRTC. You were just in my homeroom class, and I made sure I stayed on top of you because I seen something special in you. And I hope you continue to go on and strive and do great things. Now for Shoemaker, I am so proud of you. You have came out your shell. You have proven yourself to be a great leader. I watch you grow from being shy to outgoing and standing up for yourself. And you're gonna be successful, whatever you do. And thank everyone. I love you, and great endeavors.
Mrs. Ashley from Helena Elementary School is being nominated tonight by North Carolina scholar Richard Blackwell. He says she is the best teacher I've ever had. She has a very fun classroom, one of the only classes I've ever enjoyed.
Trey, I cannot tell you how, I'm going to try to do this without crying, but you know you were always one of my favorites. Not that I had any, but I'm so glad that you thought that our school year was a good one, a fun one. You know how I love to pick on you, and if I pick on you, that means I love you, so I loved you a lot. But I just wish you the best. You don't know how much this means to me about you just picking me out of all the teachers that you had, because I know you had some great ones. But I just wish you the best in any and everything you do, and you know that I'm always there for you. So thank you.
Katie Austin at South Elementary is being honored by Cameron Cunningham, a Person County scholar. I nominate Mrs. Austin because no matter what, she was always there for me, and she always believed in me. She also pushed me to be the best that I could be, and when she saw me slacking, she would get me straight. These are just a few things that brought us closer for what I want to let her know that I greatly appreciate her.
There are some things you never forget, and I will never forget the Mama Drama Hotline. So Cameron, I love you. I'm so proud of you. I'll never forget searching for Lily and all the posters that we made. I'm so proud that you're a scholar this year, most of all. What a difficult year, and you did so well. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for you, and I love you so much.
Miss Holly Blaylock at Northern Middle School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Noah Paith. I have chosen Miss Blaylock as my honored educator. Mrs. Blaylock taught me how to persevere through challenging assignments. Her sense of humor was greatly appreciated on days when I was struggling.
Wow, Noah, what a surprise. I'm so proud of you. I know you're going to do great things. We had a great time in Math 1, and I'm so glad you chose me. It's just an honor. I don't know what else to say, but I'm just so proud of you. Thank you so much.
Miss Brittany Booth at Person High School is nominated by Person County scholar Amaya Brown, Person County scholar Nicholas Dixon, Person County scholar Joshua Leonard, and Person County scholar Tiffany Matthews. Amaya says, I chose Miss Booth simply because she is supportive and caring, and she pushes her students to strive for success. Love you, Miss Booth. Nicholas says, Miss Booth has been the educator that has pushed me to be a better me. She has encouraged me in every way that she could and has helped me reach my full potential. If it wasn't for her, my confidence in myself wouldn't be where it is today. Josh states, no matter what, she always was there for her students. Also, she comes to school with a positive attitude. And Tiffany wrote, I chose Miss Booth because no other teacher has made such an impact as her. When I was down or upset, she would always try to lift my spirits. She has made me want to come to school more often. I have never met anyone who was as dedicated to her students as her. She has changed my life for the better, more than she could ever know.
This year has been one with unprecedented challenges. I'm so proud of the efforts that each of you have given this year, in the last 4 years. Amaya, I've loved watching you grow as a musician and as an empowered and strong young lady. I know that you will go out and change the world. Nick, I've loved watching you come out of your shell over the last 4 years. Your voice is full and rich and strong, and I know that you can use that to make change. I admire your drive and self-discipline. Josh, I have loved watching you grow in your musicianship and your piano skill set. Continue challenging yourself and trying new things. Tiffany, you are so bright and intelligent and capable. Continue thriving and striving to do your very best in everything that you do. I'm so honored and humbled and grateful to have been your teacher for the last 4 years. Thank you for all the things that you've taught me and all the memories that we have together. I will continue to treasure them and cherish them for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Allison Bowers is nominated by Person County scholar Alexandra Stone. I am nominating Mrs. Allison Bowers. She is one of the kindest people I know, along with being one of the most supportive. I am so thankful for everything she has done for me. I could go on and on about how much I appreciate her. The world needs more people like Allison Bowers.
In response, Allison Bowers states, "Congratulations on all that you have accomplished. As this chapter of your life closes, know that great and wonderful things await you as the next one opens. Enjoy every moment of the ride."
Mary Jane Bowman at Stories Creek Elementary School is nominated by Person County scholar Aaliyah Jones. I chose this person primarily because she has always set high expectations for me. She has earned the admiration and respect from me because without her, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Aaliyah, thank you so much for this honor. It's always the best to get recognized by students, and your words are so precious to me and absolutely mean the world. I remember teaching you in 2nd grade and in 3rd grade, and you were always such a smart young lady. And now enjoying watching you play volleyball and basketball, and I can't wait to see what you do at Mount Olive. You'll have to keep me posted on your roommate situation and if she's messy or clean. And I'm here for you always. I love you so much and I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Kendall Cobb at Person High School is nominated by Person County scholar Micaiah Bowie and North Carolina scholar Anthony Burgess. Micaiah says, "I chose to nominate Mr. Cobb because when I took his class my freshman year, he actually took the time to make sure I understood the subject. He always offers to help me even though I am no longer in his class, and he is a nice and genuine teacher overall." Anthony wrote, "I want to thank Coach Cobb for instilling and keeping me motivated throughout my high school career. A man who truly cared about my role in life inside and outside of school and how I kept and boosted the strength of my morals, giving me a foundation to stay steady in all my travels in high school. I thank my nominee and coach, Coach Cobb."
Thank you both for nominating me for the Honored Educators Award. Thank y'all for letting me be a part of your journey and help influence your life, and hopefully you can keep touching others in the same way. It's an honor to have both of you to nominate me. Thank you.
Paige Cox at Person High School is nominated by Person County scholar Caroline Cox, Person County scholar Emma Duncan. Caroline says, "Paige has always been there for me on and off the court, encouraging me to do my best, not only as an athlete, but academically as well. This year especially, she went above and beyond to make sure that I had the best medical care and therapy after I was injured. Coach Paige was there daily, pushing and encouraging me to make a full recovery. I will forever be grateful for this amazing coach." Emma wrote, "Coach Cox has always been a teacher that I can go to whenever I need anything like someone to talk to, someone to put me in my place, or just to listen. I definitely feel like my 4 years at Person High School would not have been as amazing as they were without her. She is one of my heroes, and I hope that I can impact someone's life when I'm older, like she impacted mine."
In response, Paige Cox states, "I am honored to have been chosen as your chosen teacher. Know that you have had a significant impact on my life as well. Being a teacher is the greatest reward, and I have been blessed to be a part of your journey. I hope and pray as you continue your journey, you find your passion and choose to continue to impact the world for good."
Sarah Cox at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Ridge Clayton. "I chose Mrs. Cox because she has always been so kind to me, no matter what. She has helped me through so much in the classroom. She also has helped me so much throughout my college application process, and I am so thankful to have been one of her students."
Wow. Thank you, Ridge.
I have enjoyed the time that you have been in my classroom. And just the time I've had to talk with you back and forth, just about everything, especially the equation you came up with for stoichiometry and chemistry. That was really good, and I still don't get how you did that. I feel very blessed that you think that that I somehow made your high school better, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate just every word that you have said, both in your thank you notes and your emails and requesting letters and stuff. So congratulations on being a scholar, and thank you for being you. And if you ever need anything, you know where to find me. I'll still be here for a while.
Lisa Davis at Stories Creek Elementary School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Cannon Stacy and a North Carolina scholar, Karen Day. Karen says, I want to thank Mrs. Davis for pushing me, not only me, but the whole class. Even if she did give us a lot of homework, she knew we could do it, and it prepared us for middle school and high school. If it weren't for her and my parents, I wouldn't be recognized as a scholar. Thank you all for believing in me. Cannon says, there are many teachers that I could easily nominate that have truly taken time to support me throughout my academic years. The one that I have narrowed it down to stands out because not only did I learn and succeed in her class, but she stood up for me. Even though there were 20 plus other students in the room, she made me feel like I was the only one, and I knew what I did mattered every day. If she did this for me, I know others felt the same. The others didn't win a bet against her, though. Still, to this day, when I get frustrated or want to shut down, I can hear her voice saying, yes, I can, because DAVIS believes I can.
Karen and Cannon, I can't believe that you chose me and that you remembered me as your 5th grade teacher. I'm honored and humbled in that you remembered me from then. Karen, you wrote that you wanted to be a banker and a fashion designer one day, and I know we all change, but I hope you get your dreams. What I remember about you is how quiet you were, but you were also that kind person that worked hard. You may have struggled on some things, but you never give up, and that just inspired me so much. Cannon, yes, you beat me in that game. And every day I remember you pushing me to be a better teacher. And I know I'm a better teacher because of you. You never, let me settle for anything but my best. I'm so honored that you guys chose me. And I want you to know you're the reason why I stay in this profession. I hope that you continue to do your best and chase your dreams. And I can't wait to see the great things that you will continue to do. Love you, kiddos.
Allison Fears at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Ashton Medlin and Person County scholar Gabrielle Jones. Ashton wrote, Ms. Fears was one of the best counselors I've had throughout my entire education. She pushed me to achieve goals I thought were too far out of reach, and she never let me give up on myself or my dreams, whether it was staying up late to help me finish a scholarship application or just giving me a place to open up and talk. She has always been there for me when I've needed her. Thank you, Ms. Fears. Gabrielle wrote, in the beginning of last year, Ms. Fears was a lot of help with my classes and finding the right things for me to do. And I knew if I needed to talk to her or figure something out, she would be there.
I just want to thank both Ashton and Gabby for nominating me. This is a huge honor, as you know, and both students near and dear to my heart. I just want to wish you both the best of luck as you go through your future endeavors, and know that you always have a place in my heart and that you can always come to me whenever you need anything. Good luck and thank you.
Michael Farrell is nominated by North Carolina scholar Grayson Brand. I have known Mr. Farrell since I was 12 years old at Southern Middle School. He taught me for 3 out of the 7 years from middle to high. Although Mr. Farrell only taught me for 3 of those years, he was always there for me, and whenever I needed advice or a shoulder to cry on, I knew that he would be there for me. Mr. Farrell has been a positive role model in my life for a long time now, and taught me to strive for excellence and nothing less in anything that I do. Teachers like him are the ones who make the most impact on kids' lives, and I cannot thank him enough for that.
In response, Michael Farrell states, "Thank you so much for nominating me this year, Grayson. It has been an absolute joy watching you grow into the amazing young woman you are today. Please don't hate me for the picture I submitted of us, but Southern Middle School is where it all started, and Person High School is certainly not where it'll all end."
Cameron Garris at Person High School is nominated by Person County Scholar Robert Bumpus, North Carolina Scholar Jesus Diaz, and Person County Scholar Crystal Reyes. Robert said, "The reason that I have nominated this teacher is because in the past 2 years, he has been at the high school. He has been a really awesome teacher. He has always been wanting us to be at our best and would always encourage us to try our best. He would always be willing to work with you if you had a problem or anything. He was always pushing me to be my best and become the greatest musician that I could be, and that was really encouraging. I'm really grateful and appreciative that I was able to have him as a teacher." Jesus said, "He was someone we could talk to and would listen and be there for us. He always worked hard to get us where we needed to be and never gave up on us." And Crystal states, "Mr. Garris is dedicated to making his class fun and a positive place for students. Due to the pandemic, seniors weren't able to enjoy their final year, but Mr. Garris made sure seniors felt acknowledged and supported. All his students appreciate everything he has done for us, and his hard work shouldn't go unnoticed."
Hey Crystal, Robert, and Jesus. Thank you for picking me to be your teacher that you chose for this award. I'm really honored, and I always say that the band is one unit, but the wheels that make it turn are its students, and I'm just a facilitator. So it's been an honor and privilege to work with all three of you. All of you have done more than I can put into 60 seconds for the band, and you've made my first 2 years teaching, especially through this nightmare, a lot easier. So thank you to all three of you, and hopefully you'll come back and see me next year.
Coach Hairston at Northern Middle School is nominated by Person County Scholar Logan Duncan. I chose Coach Hairston because of all the hard work he put me and my 8th grade football team through. He spent his time during school taking care of his classes and after school on the football team and making us better. Our hard work and effort paid off that year since we went undefeated the whole year, thanks to our coaches and their own personal time they put into our team.
In response, Justin Hairston states, "Thank you so much for nominating me for this honor. I was blessed with great students."
Mr. Hargrove at Person High School is nominated by Person County Scholar Kaylee Adams, Person County Scholar Nate Bailey, North Carolina Scholar Ricardo Gachuzo Olivero, Person County Scholar Kentrell Holloway, and North Carolina Scholar Natalie McMahon, and Person County Scholar Jakia Paler. Kaylee wrote, "I nominated Hargrove because he genuinely cares about his students and will do whatever it takes to ensure that we succeed. In his classroom, failure is not an option, and I value Mr. Hargrove because he does not accept laziness or excuses, and he will definitely let you know when you're wrong. Mr. Hargrove's honesty and straightforwardness is something that has helped me not only in other classes but life, because his lessons are that valuable. Thank you, Mr. Hargrove." Nate wrote, "I chose Mr. Hargrove because he is very hard on everyone about the littlest things, and I like that because it shows us he cares. He doesn't just teach us Spanish, he teaches us life lessons as well." Ricardo said, "I chose Mr. Hargrove because he is a great teacher. He always kept it straight, and I really appreciate that from him." Kentrell wrote, "He always made sure that I kept my head up, fighting through all adversity, whether it was sports, academics, or just life. He was always there." Natalie states, "Mr. Hargrove was always very sincere and kind to me for the 2 classes I had with him. He was also very funny and always made class interesting. He was also an excellent teacher and made sure everyone understood what we were doing. Thank you, Mr. Hargrove. And Jakia wrote, I chose Mr. Hargrove because he pushed me to step out of my comfort zone. He also motivated me to become a better person and to have a positive outlook on life. He taught me that even though it might not seem like it, I have an impact on people's lives.
First, I want to say thank you. I'm very honored to be your honored teacher, the one that you chose to invite to join you on this special occasion. I'm very proud of you and the hard work that you've shown, not just this year, but all years. And especially this year, fighting through adversity, dealing with a pandemic, and still managing to push through. I would like to say to Kaylee, Natay, Kentrell, Jakia, Ricky, and Natalie, you have all been amazing students, and there's nothing that I saw in you that other people can't see because you're amazing people, but I'm glad that words that I have said to you may have enhanced some things, but I know that you're going to be very successful in life and keep pushing through. If you ever need anything from me, I'm always here. You know where to find me.
Rob Herman at North End Elementary School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Walker Mishu. Mr. Herman, first off, I want to say that as I grow closer to becoming a man, I look back at the times you sat down with me and brought a smile to my face and realized that you did more for me than I can ever thank you for. I was just a kid who was confused and overwhelmed in areas of life that you had traversed previously, and you helped me understand that it was okay to not be okay. You shared your own personal experiences with me. You spoke to me with a genuine care for my well-being. You treated me as a person with thoughts and feelings, and not just as an unreasonable child, as numerous others did. From being the life of the party at the field day kickball game to being the coolest librarian and teacher I've ever had. Thank you for all you did for me and many others.
In response, Robert Herman states, I am truly honored to have been selected by you. It means so much to me to think that I had such a positive impact on your learning. I am so proud that you have accomplished this academic recognition. Continue to grow each and every day and to never stop learning. Be positive and true to your heart. A small act of kindness can go a long way, especially to those you don't know. Dream big. Set goals and learn from your mistakes. Never regret a decision and never forget who you are. It's time for you to write your own story.
Jeff Jennings at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Taja Brown, North Carolina scholar William Carr, North Carolina scholar Nicholas Cook, North Carolina scholar Nicholas Scruggs, Person County scholar Blake Gilly, and Person County scholar Mario Hernandez Garbaldi. Taja said, I chose to nominate this person because he acknowledges his students every day and would never know if he was having a bad day because he always has good energy and makes sure you're good. He's there for you and will help you when you need it. He shows respect. He's just a good person all the way around. William wrote, he taught me valuable lessons about life and how to overcome things and face adversity. Also helped me in choosing what I want to do in college. Nicholas states, Jeff Jennings is more than a knowledgeable and passionate teacher, but he's someone who actively cares for the individual growth of each of his students. He's been a catalyst for excellence in every value that I've come to manifest. His willingness shines in my leadership. His judgment has reinforced my integrity, and his efforts have been intertwined with my personal, interpersonal, and academic growth. It's beyond my pleasure to nominate him as my honored educator for the years past and for the years to come. Nicholas states, Jennings is not only one of the best teachers I've ever had, but he is a friend. I know that my success is important to him and there is nothing he wouldn't do to support me. He is one of the main reasons that I am able to pursue a degree in higher education, and I will forever be grateful. Blake wrote, Mr. Jennings has always treated everyone with the same respect, and he always shows students how much he actually cares about them. I really appreciate how much he has helped me personally with school, and he also gives good advice. There are not many teachers that you can talk to as a teacher and a friend, but Mr. Jennings is one of them. And Mario said, he motivates you to try your best and ask how your day has been. He talks to you if he sees something is wrong with you and gives you your space to relax until you're back in a good mood. He is a great teacher and a great person to talk to if there is something wrong.
I just want to tell you how honored and humbled I am to hear such kind and powerful words coming from you. You, the student, is what makes my job worthwhile. You are what makes me get up and come do my best every day. And I just want to say thank you. I can't thank you enough for your kind words. Hearing those words is just overwhelming coming from each of you. And I can't thank you enough for how much you've meant to me and how valuable you are in my life and what you've blessed me with by being a part of my life. And to be able to hear that I've had an impact on you is the most powerful thing that I can hear. And I just can't thank you enough.
Chelsea Johnson at Northern Middle School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Brianna Lunsford and North Carolina scholar Michelle Romero. Brianna wrote, as a sixth grader, being scared of being the new kid in school, I became a cheerleading manager. Mrs. Johnson was my coach and really helped bring me out of my shell and branch out into the independent young adult I am today. She was a mother figure to me, and I am so thankful to her. Michelle wrote, I chose Miss Johnson because she was one of the nicest teachers I have ever met. Miss Johnson was always there for me when I had a problem.
Thank you so much for the two young ladies that have nominated me, Brianna and Michelle. I can definitely remember your first day in my classroom back 4 years ago. I'm so glad that you remembered me between now and then, and I hope I continue to make an impact on your life. I'm so glad that I was able to help mold you into the two young ladies that you all are today. I pray and hope that you all continue to stay on the path that's been set forth for you, and I hope that you stay in touch for the years to come. Congratulations.
Dwayne Johnson is nominated by North Carolina scholar Jennifer Amador. Mr. Johnson, I nominated you because you have shaped me in many forms, and I do not have the words to say how much I appreciate you. You pushed me to go above and beyond with my work and believed in me the most ever since I stepped foot in your world history honors classroom my freshman year. Without you, I would not be where I am today, academically and personally. You helped me grow and see life in different aspects, and for that, I am infinitely grateful.
Jennifer, I'm so appreciative that you selected me and that you wanted to honor me, even though this honor, of course, is about you. But I'm just proud of all of your accomplishments. I'm proud of you being resilient. We definitely go all the way back to your freshman year, and I'm happy, ecstatic that you decided to challenge yourself with AP World even after Honors World History, and we're extremely successful in that. And I hope your success at the high school, from being a leader of the band in an early age, your sophomore year, to being drum major for consecutive years, to excelling in some of the hardest AP classes. I hope this is a testament to just how much you can do, and the sky's the limit for you. So I just love you. I appreciate you always trying to be vulnerable with me and seeking advice from me, and I'll always be there to support you. Teaching does not stop at the school level. Our relationship is going to go beyond that. Love you. See you soon.
David Ag Jones at Person High School is nominated by Person County scholar Owen Baltus, North Carolina scholar Joby Fye, North Carolina scholar Maggie Holman, North Carolina scholar Will McMahon, Person County scholar Cheyenne Reeves, and North Carolina scholar Jonathan Toon. Owen says, Mr. Jones was my soccer coach for my first 2 years of high school. He is the nicest person that I have ever met. I always look forward to going to his class because he made it enjoyable. Joby said, in my opinion, Mr. Jones is the perfect teacher. He is more than willing to go above and beyond to ensure his students are learning and growing as students, and he is deeply concerned with the well-being of his students. Mr. Jones always greets his students with a hello or how are you, and goes out of his way to make sure that they feel welcome. Lastly, Mr. Jones is always eager to help. He is more than happy to write a letter of recommendation or anything else you may need. I can honestly say that Mr. Jones is more than a teacher. He is a friend. Maggie said, Mr. Jones has always been one of those teachers who never fails to put a smile on your face the second you step foot into his classroom. He has never failed to be supportive of all of his students and do whatever he can to help those students who need an extra hand. He also knows how to make learning fun and hands-on for his students, which makes more kids interested in ag. Will McMahon said, Ag Jones taught me about real-life skills and material that mattered outside the classroom. He created a hands-on and interactive classroom that kept me engaged and interested. Even small things such as working in the greenhouse and welding and ag mechanics taught me things that I will use for the rest of my life. Cheyenne wrote, honestly, Ag Jones is probably one of the only reasons I chose to go to school in person this year. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, he always seems to make my day better, and he's just all around an awesome teacher. Jones helped me figure out how much I actually love agriculture and brought all of us in the classes or in FFA together as a team, and we always have a good time. And Jonathan said, Mr. Ag Jones has always been helpful and supportive throughout my high school years. If I needed anything, I knew I could go to him and he would be there. He sets a good example of how to simply be a good, hardworking person.
To each of you, first I want to say thank you, because this is probably the biggest honor that any teacher can receive. So to Owen and Cheyenne and Joby and Maggie, Will and Jonathan, I would like to say that it's been an unusual year, and I have told all my students, and I want to tell you all again, that I wish you each could have been here for the whole school year. I wish that we could have gone maybe to camp for another year or two together, and several other things also. But again, I just have to say thank you, and I'm really humbled by you choosing me over all the teachers in this building. So Owen, yes sir, I enjoyed having you so much on the soccer team, and I've watched you grow into a young man. Cheyenne, I've watched you grow, and you've been in FFA with me all 4 years. It's just unbelievable that I've seen you grow to the young lady that you've become. Joby, I would say that I have enjoyed having you in class. You have always been there. You've been a positive young man. I've watched you grow up also. Thank you for all that you've done. Maggie, again, you have served as another officer in FFA, and you've been with me for 4 years, and I appreciate everything you have done. Will, you have done a great job also. I appreciate it. Thank you. You've always been there to brighten my day every time I was around you. And then Jay Wesley, Jonathan, you've been our FFA president for the last 2 years, and I would just have to say that you've done an awesome job. Thank you for everything you've done. Thanks for your smile. Thanks for your support. And again, to all of you, like I said earlier, I wish we would have had another chance to get back to FFA camp, but with everything, we just didn't. So to each of you, thanks for everything you have meant to my life. And if any of you need anything in the future, you know where to find me. Thanks again.
Mr. Otto Jones at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Luke Throckmorton. Mr. Jones was my favorite teacher for many reasons. I had at least one of his classes every year, and he always knew the answers to my questions. He let me work on my own stuff whenever I needed to, and would always be there to give you advice. I'm sad I won't have any more of his classes now that I'm graduating.
Luke, as I told your mom a couple weeks ago, you're a great guy, and great students make good teachers. And I really enjoyed having you in my classes as well. And you added so much to the class with your questions and your leadership. And I just wish you the best with your NOVA and your future. Thank you.
Wendy Jones at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Jonathan West. I chose Mrs. Jones because before her class, I didn't know what I wanted to do after high school. While taking her class, just the way she taught me got me to thinking, and how she explained things got me to want to take business classes. Also, I now have taken 6 PCC and 5 Person High School business classes because of her. Without her, I don't know what I would have been doing next year. So I just want to thank her for the impact she has made in my life.
Jonathan, I don't know where to start to begin. You have given me the greatest honor that any teacher could receive. I cherish our conversations. I am grateful that I could be a part of your success and your continued success. You are an amazing young man. You have a future ahead of you that I am so proud to be a part of. I'm humbled. It means a lot to me. You have made a difference in my life as well as, obviously I've made one in yours, but you have made more of an impact on my life as well as our conversations. And don't ever give up. Please continue to work hard and be the best you can be. And as always, you'll make everybody around you proud, as proud as I am. Thank you for everything and for giving me this honor.
Kelly Kaiser is nominated by Person County scholar Carrie Furrow. Mrs. Kaiser was my 4th grade teacher at Helena Elementary School. She was a wonderful teacher as well as a person. While in her class, she always made me feel loved, cared for, encouraged. She was always there to help me, and she always pushed me to be my best. She gave so much inspiration, hard work to pursue my dreams. I am very grateful to have had Mrs. Kaiser as a teacher.
Thank you, Carrie, for nominating me for this, what I feel like is an honor, but what really is the honor is you have done this, had this accomplishment in your life. I am so proud of you. I can remember so many days of that 4th grade year of you coming in and just the joy and the smile that you had on your face and that you had in your love for being there and for your classmates and for school. And it was absolutely a joy to have you, and I am so proud of you.
Perfect. Rebecca Lester is nominated by North Carolina scholar Kaylisa Garcia Perez, Person County scholar Alejandra Gomez, Person County scholar Ashanti Lyons Best, and Person County scholar Matthew Medlin. Kaylisa wrote, "Through elementary school and high school, there have been many teachers that have done a lot for me, which I thank them for. However, I decided to nominate Miss Lester. She has been a big help my senior year, and I can't thank her enough. With being a first-generation college student, the college process was so overwhelming. Having someone to go to for that help made it less overwhelming. Miss Lester has helped me write essays, submit college applications, as well as scholarship applications. With all her help and my motivation to go to college, I was accepted to all of the colleges I applied to and have received many scholarships." Alejandra wrote, "I want to thank Miss Lester for helping me always when I have a question about college information or telling me when a scholarship is available. Since COVID-19 hit, I knew I wouldn't have a normal senior year and was worried about not getting my college applications in on time. But thanks to Ms. Lester for keeping me on track and always willing to help me with whatever I need and getting me prepared for the next chapter in my life. I also want to thank my parents for never giving up on me and pushing me to do better. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have been a Person County Scholar. So thank you to my parents, Ms. Lester, and all the Person County administrators for not giving up on me. Ashanti wrote, I nominate Ms. Lester because I was super nervous and overwhelmed with the process of applying to college. Ms. Lester took the time out of a busy schedule to assist me with my college applications. She's an amazing counselor who is always on call for her students, no matter what. Matthew said, Rebecca Lester, someone who has been there to help me no matter the situation or circumstance. Someone who always finds a way to make me smile and inspires me to be my best self at all times. Someone whose guidance has helped me more than she'll ever know. And lastly, someone whose friendship has left an everlasting impact on my life. It is with great pleasure for me to acknowledge Rebecca Lester as my honored educator.
So, Alejandra, Matthew, Ashanti, and Kaylisa, I just want to say thank you so much for your amazing comments. You made me tear up, and I'm going to hold myself together for this. But I am so proud of each of you. This has been a very weird year, and a lot of our conversations have been over email. But I am so thankful to have been able to walk with you during your journey to college and doing whatever you want to do. I cannot wait to see what you do in like 10 years. I am so excited. And you deserve the North Carolina Scholar Award. You have worked so hard with me, and that's outside of the classroom. So I don't know how you did everything you did in school, along with all your college applications, but you did it. So congratulations, you're going places. I'm so proud of you, and thank you so much for just this awesome award. You guys are incredible.
Heather Lewis is nominated by Person County Scholar Preston Barker. She always tried to motivate me to do more than I thought I could do. She pushed me to be smarter and to be better in different ways, even when I didn't give a lot of effort. Most of all, out of 3 years of being her student, she never let me fail.
Preston, thank you so much for honoring me like this. I am truly blessed to have been your teacher, and especially for 3 years. You are going to do amazing things. I cannot wait to hear what your future holds. I have seen you grow from a sweet little third grade student into the amazing man you are now. Good luck at ECU. I am so super proud of you, and I'll see you soon.
Mrs. Meyer at Person High School is nominated by Person County Scholar Jesus Anaya Flores and North Carolina Scholar Nadia Queen. Jesus wrote, I nominate this person because she has always been nice and super motivational to me during class and school. She is the track coach and also a teacher, so she does a lot for the school. She always greets me in the hallway during class intermission, is one of the only teachers who do that, so I do appreciate it. Nadia wrote, I chose Mrs. Meyer because I love everything about her. She does her best to create personal relationships with her students, even if she never taught them. She makes her classroom comfortable, she's loud, and she's so engaging. Even on a personal level, meeting Mrs. Meyer has been one of the highlights throughout my 4 years of high school. And I wish I had more teachers like her. She's so hardworking, and she deserved her Teacher of the Year award and so much more.
Okay, thank you so much, Jesus and Nadia. You have no idea what this means to me as a teacher, as a mentor. Knowing that there are students out there that appreciate what I'm doing is more meaningful than you could ever know. Jesus, I really appreciate that you acknowledge that I say hi to you every day in the hallway, and I do it out of genuine admiration for you. I do, even though you were my student 2 years ago, I still think of you as my student, and I'm glad that you still think of me as one of your favorite teachers, and I appreciate that very much. Nadia, you've never actually been my student, which is weird to think about. Sometimes I forget that fact because you have been such an integrated part of my classroom and my life these last several years. And it means a lot to me for a student who I've actually never taught to think of me in such a high regard. So thank you, both of you, very much from the bottom of my heart. It is immensely appreciated.
Raymond Myers at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Carson Evans. During my time at Person High School and in the JROTC program, Sergeant Major Myers has shown me leadership, discipline, and friendship. I thank God that I had him as an instructor and as a friend. Thank you, Sergeant Major Myers.
Carson Evans. There are not words that really can explain how amazing you are as a young man. It has been a pleasure to teach you. It has been a pleasure to be your mentor and be your friend. I know that you're going to do great things in the future, and this is just the beginning of all the amazing things to come in your life. I am so proud of you. I'm so happy to have been your instructor, and I want you to continue striving for the top and never let anyone tell you what you cannot accomplish, because we all know that you can do all things. Have a great day. I'm proud of you.
Mrs. Norma Parker is nominated by North Carolina scholar Stephen Victoriano. I nominated Mrs. Parker because she is the nicest person I have ever met. Waking up and getting on the bus in the mornings to a nice smile was always a great way to start my day. All the conversations we had during the bus ride to and from school always made the bus ride better. Overall, I am glad that I got to spend the majority of my school years with her and happy that I made a friend.
In response, Norma Parker states, I remember Stephen, and he was such a good student on my bus. We did have very good conversations every day. I hope that you go far in life. Don't be surprised if you look around and see me one day in your yard. I remember where you stay.
Jamie Phelps at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Peyton Price. Mr. Phelps was one of the funniest and most energetic teachers I have ever met and was still able to teach me the most about a course in high school career. I liked his class and the material so much that I decided to minor in psychology at college this upcoming fall. I will definitely remember him for years to come.
Peyton, I just want to say thank you very much for your kind words and for allowing me to be your guest for senior recognition. It's too bad that we can't be in an auditorium somewhere having a meal together where I could actually see you get your plaque for being a honor graduate. I try every day in my class to try to make it fun, to try to make it relevant. And as you know, psychology is all around us. And the examples that we teach in the course, I try to make it as real world as possible. I think highly of you. As you know, you were one of 40 students to make a 5 on the AP exam. And you had to do the exam with only having me as a teacher for 9 weeks, which is just quite remarkable. I want to wish you the very best of luck in the Honor College program at Western Carolina University. And if you ever need anything, please contact me and let me know. Thank you very much.
Patrick Pickard at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Jordan Bradshaw. I chose Patrick Pickard because he always strived for me to do my best. He has helped me all throughout school and guided me through getting my college stuff done. He always looks out for what is best for his students.
Okay, Jordan Bradshaw, thank you so much for your kind words. One of the things I want to say to you is that you are extremely smart. You are a brilliant young man, and you are soon to be an Aggie, which I'm so excited about. I sort of remember you in my classroom as being one of the most intelligent, most driven students in that class, and I'm excited and sort of grateful and honored that you chose me for this opportunity to celebrate with you.
Jenny Purrier at North End Elementary is nominated by North Carolina scholar Madison Dunkley. Mrs. Puryear taught me in 4th grade at North End Elementary. She is the most kind-hearted person I know and is more than just a teacher. To this day, Mrs. Puryear has always been by my side, supporting me, whether it is in school, sports, or my personal life. I love you, Mrs. Puryear.
Madison, thank you so very much for inviting me as your honored educator for the Scholars Banquet. You know how much I love you, and I have loved you since day one. Even having Logan as a student, you were always one of my favorite little people to see at North End, and I truly appreciate you thinking of me. I have known you outside of school. I have seen you at church, and I have seen you on the ball field in the Rocket Gym, and just always in awe of your passion for sports, how amazing you are at all 3 sports that you play, and then continue to do so well with your academics, which is so important. I cannot wait to see where you end up in the future. As you know that I will always be there to support you, and I am truly honored and appreciate being able to be alongside you in your academic journey, and just congrats and thank you again. Love you so much.
Bernice Reggings is nominated by Person County Scholar Saeed Vasquez. I nominated this person due to in the past she would tell me to read. Since I didn't understand English well back then, I would read and read just to understand. This is why I have nominated Mrs. Reggins. As a nominee, she helped me understand a lot of things for me to improve my English.
In response, Bernice Reagans states, "You have said that I encouraged you to read and that you did, and in that your English communication skills improved. Congratulations. It's likely that's one of the reasons you're being acknowledged as an outstanding student. Thank you. It's a validation that even 1st grade is important."
April Revels at Helena Elementary School is nominated by North Carolina Scholar Lauren Fushi. Mrs. Revels has always been such a kind-hearted woman. Every time we see one another, she always greets me with a warm smile and a hug. You were such a patient teacher that never gave up on me. You helped me discover who I was at such a young age and taught me how to be compassionate, patient, and respectful.
In response, April Revels states, "I cannot tell you what an honor it has been to be chosen by you. As educators, we often wonder whether or not we truly make an impact on our students. Thank you for this sweet reminder of why I do this job. I am so proud of you and can't wait to see the amazing things you will do. Please always remember that you may leave my class, but you will never, ever leave my heart."
Samantha Rieger from Person High School is nominated by North Carolina Scholar Nia Garcia, North Carolina Scholar Abigail Gentry, and Person County Scholar Nathan Young. Nia wrote, "Mrs. Rieger taught me every year she was at Person High School, and this learning extended well beyond curriculum. She pushed me farther than almost anyone academically, while challenging and then expanding my personal definition of a leader. I'm forever grateful for all the ways she has shaped me into the best version of who I am today." Abigail wrote, "Mrs. Rieger was the person who taught me how to really advance my writing. She was a great mentor to me while at the high school, and she gave me guidance and let me eat in her classroom even after I was no longer her student. Nonetheless, even though she is no longer at the high school, she is still willing to be that support." And Nathan said, "Mrs. Rieger has helped to guide me all throughout my high school experience. From my freshman to my junior year, she has taught me, led National Honor Society, and has just been an amazing person to talk to about my high school experience. Teachers like Mrs. Rieger have truly made me enjoy my high school, and I hope that more students can have connections like this with teachers in the future."
In response, Samantha Rieger states, "I am humbled and grateful to be chosen as your teacher who has affected your educational career the most. You all have truly touched my heart, and I hold so many wonderful memories with me. I can't wait to see everything you accomplish in the future."
Mr. Roberts is nominated by Person County Scholar Alan Vega. Mr. Roberts was an amazing science teacher that made class fun. He was also a great Taekwondo instructor and made learning fun. It was never a bad day when I walked into his class. I was sad to say goodbye my 8th grade year.
All right, so Alan, first off, thanks for nominating me. As I said in the thing that I wrote, one of the reasons that I decided to come back to Person County and specifically to Person High was so that I could see you all graduate. Because as you know, like your 8th grade year was my first year as a teacher. And coming to this much later in life, you guys made me realize that I finally found what I wanted to do when I grew up. So, you know, it took me 35 years to figure it out, but I thank you guys for helping me find where I belong. So I wish you great luck in the military. I believe we talked about that, and that's where you said you were going. Keep in touch. I'll always be here, and I can't wait to see what you do in life. Thank you.
Terry Scoggins at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Ariel Guy. I nominated Mr. Scoggins because he was one of the teacher that cared about what I was going on with his students. I was having a hard day in class one day, and he pulled me aside, and we talked about what was happening, and he told me he would pray for me, and I never had a doubt on my mind. Since then, he's been one of the most favorite teachers, and we always make sure we say hello to each other every day when we see each other in the hallway.
To Ariel, I'd just like to say congratulations. And it was a two-way situation. I understood what you were going through, and I understood that you're not normally who you were at that particular day. And so because I'm here for students, it was my job to make sure that you were okay. And in doing so, I'm proud of what you've accomplished and how you've maintained yourself and how you're now going on to bigger and better things. You know what to do, you know how to do, you know when to do. Now all you gotta do is continue to do it. You've got the recipe for success.
Tawana Seats from Southern Middle School is nominated by Person County scholar Dynasty Wilson. I chose to nominate this person because she played a big role during my middle school time, especially 8th grade year. She showed me that there are more careers in life than just the popular ones that we hear about daily, and how the world needed more young Black African American women in our everyday fields like nurseries and lawyers. Ms. Seats made sure that all of her students knew what was going on in our everyday world.
Dynasty, you have surprised Ms. Seats. Yes, you have. Dream big, dream big. You can do it all. This isn't an ending. It's just the ending of your high school, but it's a beginning to your life. Represent yourself, remember your home training, and congratulations. Go forth.
Jonathan Tanaik is nominated by Person County scholar Paul Bailey. Jonathan truly cared about each of his students. He was able to balance having fun in the classroom with actually learning the necessary information. He was always willing to give you one-on-one help toward understanding the information.
In response, Jonathan Tanaik states, "Thank you so much for this honor. It was a pleasure to serve you and be a part of your educational career."
Greg Turner at Person High School is nominated by Person County scholar Tyler Grinstead and Person County scholar Alexandra Nelson. Tyler wrote, "I attended Mr. Turner's English 4 class in the fall semester of my junior year, and I always enjoyed going to his class and having good conversations with the class as a whole. He always stuck out to me as a nice teacher and always treated his class with respect. Overall, Mr. Turner made a good impact on me because of his teaching methods and just being a respectable person that made his class one that I'll always remember." Alexandra said, "Mr. Turner has taught me not only English and French, but also many important life lessons. He has also brightened my day the second I get into his class."
In response, Greg Turner states, It is an honor to have been recognized by such an outstanding student as yourself, and thank you for this honor. I would also like to say that this celebration is truly an honor of you. Your hard work over the years, your determination through thick and thin, and your accomplishments, both big and small. I wish you all the best in all of your future endeavors, and I am confident that you will find success in all things that you put your mind to. Congratulations on this accomplishment, and I am thrilled to have the opportunity to teach you. Thank you again for this special recognition. It is an honor coming from you. You are an excellent student and a wonderful person, and you will do great things in the future. You rock.
Mrs. Penny Wright at Person High School is nominated by North Carolina scholar Jordan Clayton and Person County scholar Mackenzie Davis. Ms. Wright has been an influential person during my academic year in high school. She has always drove me to do better in my classes and helped me to strive for excellence. Mackenzie says, I voted Ms. Wright because she has always helped me with my classes and has always done all she could to be there, to be sure I got help when I needed it. I have the most respect for her, and she will always be one of my favorite teachers at Person High School.
I'm honored to be nominated by Jordan and Mackenzie. Just makes me proud to be a teacher. It makes me proud that I have students that I can help. I just would like to say I'm honored and I'm thankful for all that you've given and done. Just makes me proud to be a teacher.
Thank you, Ms. Myers, and congratulations again to you on being elected as Person High School's Teacher of the Year. You and all of the educators that were celebrated tonight are truly an example of what is great about Person County. At this time, I would like to recognize the parents and families of our North Carolina and Person County scholars. Thank you for joining us tonight as we celebrate your scholars and their honored guests. Thank you for your contributions to their success. Class of 2021, you did it, and we're so very grateful for being part of your journey. We look forward to seeing you in person at the graduation ceremony on June the 3rd. Go Rockets!